Welcome. I'm glad you could join us today for this very special virtual induction ceremony to honor those students who are being inducted into the Huntington chapter of the National Latin Honor Society. These students have worked extremely hard and deserve a special congratulatory ceremony to honor their achievement.
Hello everybody, my name is Sabeena Ali and I'm the Vice President of Latin Honor Society. 2 years ago, I remember my exact induction sitting in the auditorium with some of my closest friends who I've known since 7th grade. Latin is an amazing class and one of my favorite classes in my schedule. This honor society is truly an embodiment of what it means to be a Latin student outside of the classroom. It's a place where you can form friendships, a place where you can spread Roman and Latin culture and find out more about what it means to be a Latin student and what Latin is. It's an amazing accomplishment and congratulations once again. I'd like to thank Mr. Polanski, the Board of Education, the parents of the inductees, and all that's involved into making this possible. Ms. Fortunati, you are an amazing advisor, and I want to salute you for all the hard work that you've done. So now, without further ado, let's begin the induction.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For anyone who's taken Latin, I think there's one thing you hear people say about the language more than anything else. That Latin is a dead language. I mean, hey, you can't blame them. People who haven't taken Latin before, well, of course they'd think that. Nobody speaks Latin today unless you had just so happened to go to an antiquated church. To an outsider, it seems like the language died with Rome 2,000 years ago. That's not actually the case. Latin's not dead. It's not always easy to see it, but there are very fine connections between the world of Rome and the world of today. One of the quickest examples you can look to is pop culture. Movies like Star Wars with the Galactic Senate and Empire, or Harry Potter with its spells and professors like Professor Lupin. All are based around the ancient Romans. If you're looking for a more professional example, then you could take a look at our government, which is not only a republic, but one that has a Senate, modeled directly after the Roman government. If you want to talk about the Latin itself, then there's even more examples. Doctors and taxonomists need Latin in their work for classification. Romance languages, meanwhile, like Spanish or Italian, or even English itself, all derive academic words from Latin. That's why they're considered Romance. And of course, phrases taken directly from the Latin have worked their way well into common use. By this point, who hasn't heard someone use etc., i.e., or carpe diem? So when people say Latin is a dead language, they don't really know what they're talking about. Rome might be gone, but if you just dig a little deeper, it's clear that Latin is here to stay.
Hello, fellow Latinists. You will notice the use of the candle throughout the induction ceremony. The candle symbolizes the eternal light of knowledge. As each current member lights the candle of the inductee, it is our hope that your love of learning and thirst for knowledge may never be extinguished, and that you will always strive to seek truth and light in your endeavors. Dum spero spiro. Ad astra per aspera.
Sabeena Ali, Inducts. Anna Koulakova. Ryan Knowles, Inducts. Gracia Renkewitz. Lily Stein, Inducts. Nicolas Tudisco. Isabella Toscano, Inducts. Sabeena Ali. Margaret Laylor, Inducts. Jake Burton. Robert Jean-Gilles, Inducts. Grace Colavecchio. Chloe Buffon, Inducts. Morgan Colleluori. Kyle Colleluori, Inducts. Alec Cordeiro. Andrew Florville, Inducts. Sydney Cordeiro. Aiden Heller, Inducts. Nicolas Di Pietro. John Krisch, Inducts. Lauren Holly. Andrew McKenzie, Inducts. Erik Flores Reyes. And Alexandra Kustera. Richard Rongo, Inducts. Alexis Kaloudis. And Erin Ye. Ella Siepel, Inducts. Sophia Toscano.
Vosne polica bimini per servare sanctitas honorum societatum Latinarum et semper studentis retinere criteria et mora societatum. Si polica bimini dicete. Vosne cana bimini adesse aventus. Continere virtutem in aris omnibus et esse exemplares alis discipulis si cana bimni dicetet.
Nos cana bimor.
Hauete ad nationalem Latinem societatum. Ad astra per aspera. Congratulatio.
Once again, congratulations on your induction to Latin Honor Society. I am so thankful to be a part of it, and I am so glad we are handing off this society to a reliable and intelligent group of students. Be proud of your accomplishments and studies, and never take Latin for granted. Congrats once again. Wale.